Okay, hello everyone. Hello. Okay. I am tired, but I shouldn't have said that. We're gonna have a good time. Are we gonna have a good time? I don't know if we're gonna have a good time. I don't even know if it's possible to have a good time. I think people are very worked up over things around the world, and I'm worked up over things. And I'm wearing this gray. I don't know if I look good enough for this. I found this in the park, I think. I don't remember buying it, so I probably found it in the park. Because I would, if you buy a jumper like this and it costs you 30 pounds or 20 pounds, you remember it. Thank you for coming in. Claire is here. Darklands is here. Gnome is here. Joe is here. All the beautiful women. Ladies love Lewis Schaffer. Is that a fact? I don't know if that's a fact. Anyway, MC Scott is here. Gnome is here. Young Gnome. Kermit. Handsome Kermit is here. Up. Is it slightly quieter? Can you hear me? Joe is wearing a gray top as well, but my skin, because as I'm getting older, I'm turning grayer. And I think gray is not really my color. I might have to take off my shirt because it was cold in here, or unusually cold, or slightly cold. Was it cold, producer? It was a bit cold. I don't even know why it was cold because the the, uh, the radiators are working though. I don't know how they could work considering they're behind behind the curtain. That's what it is in this country. Radiators are behind curtains. It should not be behind curtains. They should be out. It shouldn't be next to windows. Radiators. Oi oi, says Maltese Phil. How are you? You're looking great, Lewis. And yes, who could blame women for loving Lewis Schaffer? Who could blame anybody for loving Lewis? I think I could. I think I'm in a very bleak mood. A bleak mood. But I will get out of the bleak mood. This is what we're gonna do here. Maybe you can help me get out of the bleak mood. I would like to discuss a few things today. It's 168th show. Can you believe that we've done 168 plus 38 of the other shows, which makes it 206 streams. After a while, I'm gonna get good at this. After a while, we're gonna get good at this. After a while, it's it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. We'll be back in the high life again. What are the lyrics to those songs? Only all the doors were closed are open once again. So Maltese Phil is here. Um, Carrie B is here. Where's Carrie B? Carrie B. Okay, so I'm on live chat, so I should be seeing. There you go. You need warm colors, not grays. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. This is not a warm color, but I look better in this color. This is just a Primark jumper. Um, does this look better? Do I think I look better? My son actually said, excuse me, the producer said that I need to comb my hair before the show, which I did, and now look at it. It looks horrible. I haven't washed my hair in years, in at least 2 years, probably 2.5 years, possibly 2 years, 2.5 years. I haven't washed it. I mean, I haven't watched it. Take more. Thank you, Claire. I haven't. So today's the 27th of November. It's a special day. It's Thanksgiving in America. And we can talk about what that means. English people don't have any. You don't have Thanksgiving. You will not celebrate the day Thanksgiving because you think you deserve it. Everything that's good is come. You deserve it. And everything that's bad is coming. Um, you're not happy about it. I disagree with you, Carrie B. Pinks, oranges, reds. I'm dark. Look at those eyes. They're dark. My eyebrows dark. I used to have dark hair. I used to be dark. And I think pinks and oranges and reds are not good on Lewis Schaffer. What's good on me is blue and black and white and white. clean white, real white. Well, what colors are you wearing, Carrie B? I'm not interested in what women are wearing, what colors women are wearing. I'm only interested in what they're taking off. That's not a good joke. That's not a good joke. But Thanksgiving is coming up. It's Tommy Robinson's birthday. Okay, well, happy birthday to Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson, you got to give the guy some credit. He's, you know, he is the self appointed, self created leader of Britain, of the English, Angles, Saxons, Jutes, Cornish, Celts, Scots, Picts. The thing that annoys me about Thanksgiving is that American defaultism means that they think that we all celebrate in July 4th and 9/11. Do we think that other people celebrate it? It's such a brilliant idea to have a day of Thanksgiving. And it's what is the day like? It's you're not bored with Christmas yet. It's not Christmas. It's pretty much like Christmas. You have a big family meal and you watch football. So it's similar to like the Christmas holiday, and you pig out. Not that Americans need any excuse to pig out, but they pig out on the worst animal food, which is turkey. Though I used to love turkey. I used to have turkey sandwiches and turkey at the I don't remember why I would go there all when I was working. Maybe I'd go to this deli on University Place in New York, right off of 14th Street, maybe between 13th and 12th. It's just an average Sunday for us, Thanksgiving. Yeah, you have a roast. That's true. That is actually true. I don't know if people still have roasts, but I remember they were relatively inexpensive. Now you can just imagine how much they are. And we celebrate the Pilgrim Fathers who came. They were religious fanatics from this country. They're religious fanatics from this country, and then they came to and it's a harvest festival. It's like the festival is done. It's like one of the fall festivals. It's like the Jewish festivals. The festival's done, and you didn't have to have turkey, but people used to love. They used to love a big turkey, and then it became hard to find a turkey. And you know what? Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be declared the American bird, not the bald eagle. Did you know that, producer?
No.
And they chose the bald eagle, and they almost made it extinct, the bald eagle. And that was one of the birds, one of the animals that created kind of the environmental movement, is realizing that the bald eagle in America is not going to be around that much longer. So they got going. My daughter will celebrate harvest at school. Yeah, yeah. I'm personally against harvesting stuff unless you're trying to feed the animals. I don't think you need to eat any of that stuff that's harvested. You think it's good for you, but it's not good for you. Harvest Festival. What is Harvest Festival? And how is that different than how what is it exactly? I've lived here for 25 and a half years. Okay. And Johnny Miller's right. The beaver was hunted it wasn't hunted to extinction in this country. I think it was, but not in it wasn't hunted to extinction. And now there's more beavers than ever. I remember Maltese Phil. Okay, hold on a second. It celebrated the harvest being gathered and all the hard work it entailed. That's what it sounds. Yeah, you haven't told me anything I couldn't have figured out by the name Harvest Festival. I remember Harvest Festival at school. Your mom sent you to school with tinned food that had been in the back of the cupboard for decades, and you handed it out to old people. Yeah, people don't eat tinned food anymore. Do you eat tinned food? I remember eating tin food. It was horrible. It was horrible. Fresh food, at least, is fresh, but it's cooked, so it's killed. And it's not that good either. I'm sorry. It's not that good. Hold on a second. You don't go anywhere. I'm going to the other room. Everybody, go to Twitter. Go to Twitter right now. I got to go to the other room and get my... Oh, here's my eyeglasses. Here's my eyeglasses. Here's my eyeglasses. Okay. So we wouldn't always be bringing in tin food. We had an amazing baked loaf. It was a work of art, Carrie B. What is a baked loaf? Is that like a meatloaf, or is that a cake? Is a baked loaf a cake, or is it made out of meat? Ha ha, pretty much Malteser. I don't know what MC Scott is talking about here. Bring tins in to be distributed to charity either at school or church back in the 60s. It was a thing. Yeah, well, it's all right. It's a good thing. It's a very easy thing because he didn't have to make anything. Everybody had tin cans that they didn't use, maybe even the poorest people. My family we were the poorest family in the town that I grew up in, which wasn't that poor, but we felt we were really, we were richer than 0.9% of the people in the world, and we were richer than 99% of the people in America. Maybe, but I always felt like I was dirt poor. It's bread. A baked loaf is bread. And you know what I say about it. It's delicious. It is absolutely delicious. Harvest Festival, where prayers said to God back in the 1960s. When did they stop the whole God thing in this country? Which we have to bring back, which we have to bring back. We got to bring back belief in God and faith in God. I also remember in the 1970s, I had a very happy childhood in the 1970s, says John Miller. Thank you, John Miller, for having a happy childhood. We could also discuss that. What made it so happy? Why was your childhood so happy? We now have a collection of bins in the supermarket all year round for donations to the workshop. Maltese Phil. Don't call them that. I mean, every single day it goes up. Every single day there's more and more work shy people. There's more and more work shy people in the world. I would say Lewis Schaffer is work shy. Lewis Schaffer rocking the hot American news anchor. Boy, with the glasses. Do you like the glasses? Yes, I used to dance around the maypole. Remember the maypole in lower school? In the maypole. Where was this, MC Scott? What town was this in? Harvest Festival is a celebration also reflecting the importance of having food. Hence, the food collected in the festival is distributed to the less affluent in society. Yes. Well, this is before the whole socialist state took over, and they said, well, we don't need your food. We're going to force people to donate money to give the food. Joe, Warrior Princess, Lewis. Apparently, Gen Z are going to church and discovering some kind of belief. That's maybe somebody could Google that, see if the numbers are up. That's really good. Well, that's what we're doing here. We're discovering belief. We're saying the words, and the words will bring the thoughts, and the thoughts will bring God from heaven to look after us, to make us happier. I think that that's important. I don't know. This prayer thing is a bit weird, but I think it may actually help. It may, maybe there is a God, and if there is no God, it'll help us focus. Did you ever have a day in the playground with the police teaching road safety? MC, you're asking MC Scott. Did you learn road safety at school? I don't remember ever learning that. People had parents back in the day. Even my parents were like somewhat parental. Claire is always saying prayers. Road safety, I did all of those. I guess, yeah. I mean, we had the drug people come to our school with a little kit which had all the different kinds of drugs to tell us to be afraid of drugs, to watch out for drugs. But who's going to listen to a cop? Nothing personal. Who's going to listen to a cop? You know, we had them come to our school, the road safety people. They used to roll out the zebra crossing like a mat. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe because this country was far more advanced than it was in where I grew up, with all the zebra crossings and then the other kinds of crossings, and it was almost like impossible to get a driver's license. You just had to watch out. I'm sure I did when I was young, but it was local bobbies. We had local bobbies back then, so different. Well, what now? Do we have a federal police force in the country? I'm not sure we do. Our school did the cycling proficiency course, says Malteseville. I got a badge for being a safe cyclist. You never forget that. Pity they don't give badges for safe construction truck driving. Well, you must have to pass a license test. But I mean, they're letting them in America. Supposedly they're giving away these licenses like crazy. So there's or Canada, just anyway. We used to give the festival food to our lollipop lady, Mrs. Dooner. They're pretty well paid these days. Are they paid? They're probably unionized, demanding uniform, carry a gun. Well, at least in America they would. Just so they could say, hey, we are we're like the cops. That's what they did in New York. They gave the ticket and toll collectors uniforms. They wanted uniforms. They were a toll collector at the over the bridge, over the Hudson, or over where else were there? Where else were there bridges where they had tolls? Lots of places had tolls. They wanted to be in a uniform. And what was the negative effect? I'd like to see that myself. Cause anyway, negative effect. Let me look at this. You guys keep on talking, and I'm going to giving toll collectors uniforms and badges. Negative effect. Is it effect or effect? Effect? Okay, we're looking here. Hold on a second. This is interesting. I don't know whether you're going to find this interesting. But it says, while uniforms and badges are typically intended to create professionalism, trust, and team cohesion, they can have a negative effect on toll collectors by making them more visible targets for public abuse and harassment. And then here it is. Uniforms were worn by toll collectors. And it's not updating here. I don't know why. Were issued by completely redesigned uniforms. That site can't be reached. But you get the idea. No good deed goes unpunished. And that's not what I'm saying. Okay. You can't have a federal police force in a country that's not a federation. Exactly. Exactly. That's why they don't call it a federal police force. Federal means a federal. Exactly. That's totally right. There you go. So, where I'm from in the 1970s, there was more community spirit. You wouldn't notice. Call something that's a bit wrong there. You would call your neighbors aunts and uncles. It's so different now. Yeah, it's really different. They've destroyed communities. That's what communism does. That's what globalism does. It says we're all different, At the same time, we're all alike. At the same time, there's no difference between old and young, and men and women, and this is what's happened. Road safety badges. I don't need no stinking badges. I don't need no stinking road safety badges. That's a great movie. I don't even remember it though, but I do remember it was considered a great movie at the time. My grandma was a lollipop lady. I remember your grandmother. I used to want to, I'm not going to say what I was thinking. I'm not saying what I was thinking. You would call certain neighbors aunt and uncle. Yes. Yeah, there you go. You would call them aunt and uncle. That's really important. Public info films, not playing by railway lines. Well, they still have, I guess they still have those. I guess because they thought, and advertising was maybe cheaper back then, and they owned the airwaves on the BBC. What about that song? Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Do you know that song? It was done by the Melbourne, Australia Transit Authority, and they showed all the different stupid ways you could die, plus being killed by trains. Did anybody remember that? Who remembers party lines on your telephone? Yeah, we didn't have that. I mean, I don't know when that was. When was there was that movie with Rock Hudson, gay, and Doris Day, slag. I don't know what she was or not, whatever. And they had a party line. This was in the late 1950s. But I mean, I don't remember having a party line. Who remembers? Okay, thank you, Carrie B. Who remembers that? My parents never had one. Joe never had one of what? I'm listening. Janet is here. Hello, Janet. I'm listening. Sorting my daughter as she has fall down the stairs. Oh, that's a happy thought. Is she hurt? Is she okay? Is she okay? Is she okay? That sounds quite scary. Are you sure? Is she okay? Is she okay? Um, they cost a fortune. My dad told me never to ring one. Ring one of what, Claire? Ring one of what? Anyway, how many white British families do you reckon have more than two kids these days? I think the number is unbelievably low. I think it's like 80%. Nobody has more than two kids. The two
It's under. It's not just that. It's how many of those are also on benefits.
and how many of them are also on benefits, but the child benefit, everybody gets it whether you're on benefits or not.
Do you?
I thought I should get it, and your mother said no, you're not going to get it, and it was one of the many mistakes
Sure?
I made. Child benefit?
I
No.
thought it goes.
It's up to 18.
I thought you only get it if you're on benefits already.
No. Everyone gets the child benefit. What the child benefit is, it's a cynical thing that the communists do. It's mad money. I don't know whether they call it mad money in this country. Do they call it mad money? Where women get money if the guy that they're with is a bad man. Here's £10 to find your way home if you have to leave. And that's what it was. It's like here's £20 a month to feed your kid. If the man doesn't, this is what it was then. Are you making a slight face? Does that sound reasonable?
No.
Does it sound like I'm making it up?
No.
Is the benefit cap mad money? We'll look that up. Is the what is it called? Child cap? Child cap. I'm going to put in quotation marks. Mad money. Child benefit cap. Let's see what it is. Child benefit. Not cap. That's wrong. That's really wrong. We're checking this out. The term mad money is not an official name for the child benefit, but a slang term sometimes used in certain contexts for state benefits or discretionary spending money. Child benefit is a payment intended to help the cost of raising children. But so it is, it's mad money. It's telling the women, can you see that, everybody? Can you see that? That's what it is. It's mad money. I remember my dad telling me the Green Cross man was Darth Vader. That's one of the best things about being a parent, is like lying to your kid and having him believe you. Like, you just say stupid things. And like, to a child, a parent is not. My son used to have respect for me, and now he looks at me like I'm an idiot. You look at me like I'm an idiot. No. You so
I
no.
have respect for you.
You do have you respect.
I respect you.
What does that mean?
I respect you.
What does that mean? I don't even want to ask. I'm not feeling I'm deserving of it. It was Darth Vader, the actor. Did he do that? The Green Cross man was Darth Vader, says Six Badges. Thought everyone knew that. What do you mean was Darth Vader? Doodles is here. Hello, beautiful Doodles is here. How old is this lady? Who is this? Only get the old family allowance, which is the child benefit, if you earned under £80,000. Are they giving it out? Is they giving it out above 80,000 now? Is everybody getting it? That's true. I remember that. I remember that. I remember what that was. I was gutted. Stephen N. had forgotten about the insane earlier. You were hilarious. I don't know how we're coming to this. David Prowse was the actor who played both roles. Oh, I see. But that wasn't David Prowse's voice. That was, what's his name's voice? Darth Vader was the bronze bully in 1987. Darth Vader. The original actor's voice was very country bumpkin, then James Earl Jones. Yeah, they needed a strong thing, and he did a great job. Supposedly, James Earl Jones was like a stutterer growing up. He was a black guy from Michigan or something, and they made him Darth Vader. So there you go. It just shows anything in America. Anything can happen. He didn't. No, it probably didn't sound that strong, and it was an American film. Wasn't it an American film? Everybody, the voices were all Americans. All Americans. Harrison Ford is basically Jewish. I mean, his mother's mother was Jewish. I mean, I don't know if he thought of himself as being Jewish, but he thought of. He was from the West Country, Kermit says. We're talking about David Price. Pinewood is like the West Country. Well, it is. I was just there yesterday or 2 days ago. It's in Uxbridge. It's the end of the line. They're going to build all around it, but they're going to build at the end of the line. The force is strong. I can't do an accent. Can you? I can't do an accent. The force is strong with this one. Ford was a carpenter. Yes, that's how he was. He was a carpenter. His career wasn't going that well, but he would work it at night, and during the daytime he would he would go on auditions. You know, and he's Harrison Ford. He's Harrison Ford. So that's just amazing, really. It's maybe Lewis Schaffer the same thing. I'm looking better than I was yesterday. I appreciate that. I actually feel worse today. I've been drinking too much coffee to stay awake. I've got to go to the movie. I'm doing another day of filming tomorrow. So that's 3 days of filming this week. Oh my God. And I'm doing too much. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the 10:30 show. So let's enjoy this show while we can. Okay, let's enjoy this show while we can. But thank you That's what I like to hear, Joodles. I'm looking at you, Joodles. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I mean, I didn't grow up in this country. I don't know what this country was like in the 1960s and 50s. It looked bleak from the movies and the TV. It looked bleak. And then the 70s, it was trying to look a bit sunnier and happier, maybe. I mean, what was that movie with that was filmed in the bicycle factory in Nottingham and Birmingham? What was the name of the film? Sunday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning. And that kitchen, the British kitchen sink dramas. They just seemed so. I remember going to see Lavender Hill Mob, and just thinking, oh my God, how dark. I remember seeing a film. I just remember seeing a bit of a film, and they were building on it was a horror film. The 70s were pretty bleak, to be honest. I can imagine. I remember that one summer which had 5 weeks of nice weather, and everybody still talks about it. What year was that? 1976. But I saw a film. Hold on a second. Hold on. Is that there was a film where they were in central London. They were cleaning up bomb damage from the war, and they were building a building. And while they were 1976, Carrie B, thank you very much. And while they were cleaning up the bomb damage, they found a mummy, a guy who was encased in plaster. Does anybody remember this? And they loaded him on the back of a truck. And I was watching it. And then the mummy, he was like, maybe they didn't think he was a mummy or something. They didn't think anything of it. And the mummy started to move. I don't know, maybe I was 10 years old when I saw it. Maybe it was made in the 1950s. I don't know the name of the movie. If any of you know of that movie, I'm asking you, tell me. Tell me what it is. Lewis. Alex is here. Lewis, do you think half the country had sex last night after hearing the two-child benefit cap was scrapped? I don't know. I don't know if any white people are having kids, let alone 2 kids. I mean, it's a miracle, really. It's a miracle. I think, kids are a lot of work, and people don't want to have kids, and they've been demonized. And so I don't know. I don't think that's, I mean, it's basically to give money to Muslims because the Muslims don't want to vote for labor anymore. Apparently, I had a bull worker from a boot sale I had a bull worker. What's a bull worker? That belonged to the Darth Vader guy. How? Don't know, says Ron Smith. Hey, Ron, what does that mean? And what do you mean by Fitzrovia, Carrie B? There are lots of bomb damage there, and they pay loads of taxes more than anywhere, David Rose says. So compliant, yet no respect for the individual. Who are we talking about there? Who are we talking about that's not compliant? I mean, it's a film. I know the film, Margaret Rutherford. Do you know the film? It must have been a horror film. I just saw the beginning, and the beginning had this scene. The beginning had a scene. Ealing Comedies, great films. They could have been Ealing Comedies, or it could have been that other, Bray Studios. It could have been one of those things. Prowse was a bodybuilder and a weightlifter, friends with Lou Ferrigno. Ferrigno or Ferrigno? How did he pronounce his name? I don't know. Lou Ferrigno and Ferrigno. What's a bull? A bull? A bull worker? A porker? What's a bull? What is that? I don't know that. I don't know what that is. What is a bull worker? What is a bull worker? That's exactly it, Lewis. The only white families who have loads of kids are already on loads of free money. My sister's girlfriend takes her tribe of five on holiday in an Uber. You can believe it. Of course they do. Because it's free money. It's free money. It's free money. I mean, listen, what is that saying? You know, hard times create strong men create weak children create hard times. Does anybody know that story? That's exactly it, Lewis. The only way. That's what Kermit says. You're right. Mummified. That's what it is. It's mummified. They would pull your brain out of your nose. I don't know how they did it. Same with the pyramids. Is that true? They'd suck your brains out. Passport to Pimlico. Can I, Carrie B? Can I check that out? Because this would answer a question that's over six. That's maybe 60 years old. Passport to Pimlico film. Passport to Pimlico film. Mummified. It's triggered by the discovery of a long-bedded trove by an ancient royal charter, not a mummified body. The discovery exploded when an unexploded World War II bomb is accidentally detonated in the Pimlico neighbor. The explosion reveals a cellar containing. No, this isn't. That's not that. That sounds like a very interesting film. I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna write that down. I'm going to write that down, Passport to Pimlico, but I don't think that's the film. It took place in central London in a building spot, I think. And there was a mummified body that they put on the back of a truck. A bullworker is a piece of building equipment, two bars on a spring to work the delts and the pecs. Body, oh, it's two bars on a spring to work the delts and okay, let me look that up too. I'm going to look that up while I'm here. My mind is not doing as well as I could see it, so we're going very slow. Bull worker exercises. Okay, we'll look there. We'll look on the images. Oh, this is what this is. Oh, you push this together. I know what this is. A press exercise. Is that what it's called? It's called a bull worker. It's called a bull worker. That's interesting. Okay, bull worker. Neil Oliver mentioned hard times. Did he do that too? I think we're headed for hard times. Aren't we headed for hard times? I think we're headed for hard. I'm going to say it again. A chest expander on speed. It's like you pull it together and you like that. Pimlico plumbers. No. That's not what it is. Is that the film title? But is that the title of the film? Can I check on this thing? Can we all check again? Because what the film is, hold on a second. What the film is, it was. What is the film made in the 1950s, which had a mummified man found in a war world? I'm writing as much as I need to write. World War II construction site. That's not it, but construction. Let's see. The Man Who Never Was, a British espionage theory. No, that's not it. That's not the film. That's not the film. That's not the film. That isn't the film. You know, that's not the film. That's a fantastic story, but it's not. Which had a mummified man come alive on the back of a lorry. I know I would, in America, I'd call it a truck, but I'm here in this country and I'm going to show some respect for you people. Is Curse of the Faceless Man, a 1958 horror movie where a mummified man comes to life. It doesn't explicitly show the mummy on the lorry in a memorable scene. The plot involves the rumination of a mummified man. Curse of the... This looks like what it is. This looks like... No, this is, maybe it's not it, because it doesn't show it on the truck. I'd hate to be that guy that has to put that costume on. No, this is not the film. I don't think it is. Because he's on the back of a truck. This is on the back of a truck. Let's just see. Curse of the Faceless Man. I think this is not the film. Okay. All right, let's get back on track. Now I've lost you here. Now I've lost you here. We need to be prepared for hard times, says Claire. Yes, hard times, and then it'll be good times. But we're in hard times right now, and we've got to find the love. We've got to find the love out there. We've got to love each other and find moments of happiness and fall into each other's arms and find love. Can I just thank you, Kate? I've just been looking at the people who've contributed to Ko-fi, and Kate made a contribution to Ko-fi, and I want to thank you, Kate, so much for this. The Lady Vanishes, Agatha. No, this is not the one that I'm talking about, but thank you very much. And welcome, Kate Gwynn. Has anyone seen a film called Outpost? It's great. I have not seen that. I haven't seen the film Outpost. What did I do with my eyeglasses? There they are. They're over there. Okay. It might have been a bombed out hospital. The guy was found in bandages. That's what it could be. It could be that. That could be it. Bombed out bandages, John Miller. That's really good. Let me... I'm checking this out right now. Let me just check this out right now. We'll check window capture. We're checking it out right now. Can you see? There I go. What was the film? About a bandaged man. Day of the Triffids? Is a merchant Navy spends his night in a hospital. Banned that man. It's one of the few people can still see. His eyes are covered. During a celestial event, he removes his bandages the next morning. I don't think that's it. A guy takes a hospital bandage. No. The Invisible Man? Could that be it? No. I have a friend who's trying to find a movie. The Field Hospital? No. Maybe it's 1960s. Could be, maybe 60s. Maybe it looked like 50s, but it was the 60s. You know, after the war. Who's in the hospital with his eyes bandaged. Day of the Triffids. No, it wasn't in color. It was a black and white film. On the back of a truck. I thought this was going to be easier. This is really hard to do. This is really, really hard to do. I'm thinking of another film called The Outpost. I don't know. It starts where they're digging and they find this. I don't know what they do. They put him in the back of a truck. Check if it was the mummy. Okay, we'll see. Kermit says check the mummy. Okay. 1959. Could have been that. That's and three archaeologists. I think, but this takes. I think does it take place in Britain? Back of the lorry. I don't know if it does. Oh, no! Don't look! Don't look! Don't look! Don't look! What is that guy? What is she doing there the entire time the guy's talking? Don't look! Don't look! Don't look! Okay, very interesting. Oh, you couldn't even see it. You couldn't even see it. Earth versus the Spider, 1958. Okay, we'll check that. I think they made so many of these movies, obviously. The Earth versus the Spider, 1958. We're checking here. We're checking here. I don't know. I don't know. Window capture. I remember the late 8. Okay. Thank you, Joe, for that, but I don't think it's that. Let's just see. It might be that. It might be that. While I'm checking and wasting all of your time, press the like button. Press the like button. Press the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. But I don't want to thank. I mean, can I just say something? I don't usually check to see if people have supported the stream, but so many people. We've got just on the coffee thing, I think 58 people, maybe more, support on the coffee thing. That's a tremendous level of support. Marvin Keenan supported. Kate Gwynn, Darklands, who's here right now. Thank you, Darklands. Scott, MC Scott, thank you for your support. Nonstick Nick. Ron, thank you, Ron. Ron is here. Vatnai, thank you, Vatnai. And Sylvia, who I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. So, but thank you very much for the support. But also that you like it every single show, even if you don't like it, even if it's horrible, even if it's horrible. Even if it's horrible. Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee made about 93 movies about this kind of thing. Kermit. Yeah, you could believe it. I mean, and this is a movie that I saw over 50 years ago. Okay? So it's the 1960s that I saw it. And I saw it for a second and I turned it off immediately because it was so scary. Because the guys driving the truck, they put the guy, he's in the back of the truck, right? He's in the back of the truck, kind of like this, and the mummified, bandaged man, whatever, and then he starts moving, and I couldn't watch the rest of it. That's why you got to watch every single movie. And now I'm just, that's all, I don't know, but thank you very much. We're going to find it. Well, I hope we find it. I hope I find it. I hope you find it for me. That would be great. And I have no idea. I just Googled it. Laugh out loud. It's yeah. Where did they shoot British horror films in the 1950s? I think they shot them at Bray Studios, which is out along the Thames. Is Bray Studios. Where did they film British horror movies in the 1950s? Well, we can ask this question. We can ask this question. And the answer is generating location in the home county, such as the most iconic central location was Bray Studios in Yorkshire, was the main base and birthplace of Hammer Horror. 18th century mansion, 1951, converted into a studio. Most of their iconic films, including Curse of Frankenstein and Dracula, were shot between 1951 and 1966. Oakley Court, located near Bray Studios. Black Park is a country park in Buckinghamshire. Provided dense woodlands. Other studio locations: Pinewood Studios, where I was, and Elstree, where I go frequently. Horror Films of Britain. And maybe there's a list. There's a list of these things. I don't know if there's a list. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Lewis, The Curse of the Mummy is to be 1964. Okay, we're going to look at that one up. The Curse of the Mummy. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Where was it filmed? I don't see an image for it. I don't see an image. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that, Carrie B. I've been shouting the title for ages. Well, where is it? I don't see. I just looked at here. I just looked at here. Sorry. I'm sorry because it's not that you're shouting, and I'm just like, is that when I'm looking, I'm doing the live stream where I'm a little bit in the corner. I can't read your thing. Hammer Productions. All right, funny. Okay, Carrie B. Where have you? Well, I checked it, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that film, The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Or there's no image of it there. It might be, but there's no image of it there. Ron Smith, thank you, Ron. So that's what these movies. A great history of British movies, and Lewis Schaffer's involved in British movies now. You know, in British movies now. I'm at the studio. I'm going to be doing something tomorrow in central London. Lewis, I know the title, and I could tell you as nobody else knows it. It's called Curse of the Mommy. Curse of the Mommy. Could be Hammer Productions. It probably is a Hammer Productions film. I'm going to check one more time, Carrie B. I'm going to do this for you. Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Okay. Mummy on the lorry. Let's see if the image says the mummy on the lorry. I don't see an image of the mummy being placed on the back of the lorry. Could have been me. I don't see an image for this. Curse of the Mummy on the lorry. Mummy comes alive on lorry. I don't see it. I don't see it. There's the video. I don't see that. I don't see that. But there we go. Okay, so what if Joodles is here? If some of the films they would do day to night shots, you could tell it's the day. Right, it looks like night. It's like that movie, the French movie, Day for Night. You know, they just put a lens on it and they make it seem like it's nighttime. I don't even know when that was invented. They didn't have much daylight back in the day. I thought this was a film, Joodles. I'm putting my glasses back on. If I can find them. If I can find Jeanetta's here. Mummified or wrapped in bandages. I assumed it was mummified, but it could have been wrapped in bandages. But if it was a person, they wouldn't have put him on the back of a truck. Curse of the Mummy was about Karen Matthews. And she was the one in the whatchamacallit. There are loads of older TV did that time trick, but you could see the sunshine reflecting on things. Yeah, you could tell, but you could tell. But they had a you don't want to be up. I've been up all night making movies. I was in. Oh my God, I was in. I was in. Cruella. Remember the movie Cruella? I mean, incredible, but really, really just go back up, Lewis. Go back up. Go back up. What should I go back up to, Joodles? I've missed a lot in the thread here. I'm sorry. Dark Arts Day. What did you get? Dark Arts Dave is here. Dark Arts Dave. What is the film Outpost? Kate Gwynn wants to know. I'm thinking of another film called The Outpost. Okay, let's look at The Outpost. Maybe it's The Outpost. The Outpost. No, there's a TV, could be a TV series, but what is a small unit of soldiers located deep in the valley, 3 mountains? That's not the same movie. That's not the movie that I'm thinking of, but it's a movie. Outpost, the horror by Steve. Dark Arts Dave says Outpost, the horror by Steve Barker. Here it is, but it's 2008. It's about, it's a horror war film. I don't know. I never saw that. That's from 2000, like 18 years ago, 20 years ago. Anyone hear about multiple stabbings in Madrid yesterday? I'm not sure if anybody's dead, yet not mentioned on GB News. But maybe we should look that up. Madrid stabbings. Madrid stabbings. That was 3 days ago that this happened. Mission to kill Christians. 24 hours. Teenagers yell Allahu Akbar after stabbing 3. Allahu Akbar night, but tasered. Jihadist shot after street stabbing spree 3 days ago. That's what happened. I mean, Wake up, people. I mean, you guys are awakened, but we need to be awake to this horribleness. Um, anyway, so everybody, let's take a break and press the like button again. Take the like. I've been diverted on this thing. I've been diverted. I've been diverted. My son came back from the shop and didn't bring me anything. Okay. Well, we didn't find the answer to that question, so we'll find we'll find another question. Joodles, what did you want me to do? You wanted me to do something. There are stabbings daily. We are in big trouble. Yes, we're in big trouble. Those all those schmucks, because they don't have a democratic country. All those schmucks have to do is just be nice and quiet, and we'd let them in and to say they're just like us, and then boom, they could take over. They could vote themselves in. But they have to delay the process by. This is what I've been told by multiple, sir. Maybe one guy told me this. Check your. Okay. Okay. Where is he? Where is he? I don't see Russ. What are you in the chat, Russ? I don't see you. Anyway, thank you, Russ. My friend Russ from New York is here. There you go. Whoa, who's that handsome devil? Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Russ. Everybody, welcome my friend Russ. Russ Maneve, 3976. He's like me. He uses his full name so that you make sure you're on your best behavior. But that's good. Welcome to the chat. Everybody say hello to Russ. He's my friend. I'm glad to say that I have a friend. I'd like to think of you as my friend. Yeah, I don't think I look that good. Judel says that I look better than yesterday. I looked horrible yesterday. I've been involved. I've been involved in trying to find the answer to that question. Christ, Lewis, go back up and look who's here, giving you compliments. I do appreciate it. First of all, my eyes have gotten so bad. Maybe it's because of my health concerns. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. No, you got to say your friend. I mean, you got to say look up, whatever. I look up to Russ. I look up to him. He's like the kind of guy that I would like to be like. Every guy would like to be like Russ. Hard working, funny all the time. The girls like him. He's a man's man too. He's like the opposite of Lewis Schaffer, I would say. Make sure you're on your best behavior. Sounds ominous. Is that what Russ is saying? I should be on my best behavior. Yeah, I'm trying to be on my best behavior. I don't know. I've never done a show like this where somebody cataract Lewis. It could be a cataract. I don't think it's a cataract. They didn't say that I had cataracts the last time. It could just be retinopathy, broken blood vessels. It could be from the high blood pressure, whatever. I thought you meant Russ Meyer then. Yeah, I don't know if Russ Meyer was good looking or not. He was the director who directed all the big boobs movies. He's been on. I didn't see him there. I was trying, Joe. I didn't see him. I'm sorry, Russ. I'm trying to find out this movie that I saw 50 years ago. 50 years ago, or 60 even, almost 60 years ago, that I can't remember the name, and I didn't watch the entire film. And I'm just constantly looking for it. It's a British horror film that was on TV late night in America when they used to put on the black and white TV, all these, there was movies on all the time in America. That's what made America. It's what made it great. It was all the time. We had movies. He actually thought Antifa were trying to kill him and went on the run. Who are you talking about there, Ron Smith? Who are you talking about there? Now the pressure's on. I've got to be on my Quarterman and the Pit, says John Miller. Could that be it? Quarterman and the Pit. Quarterman and the Pit film. Bomb. Unearthed. Could be this. No. Workers digging an extension for the London Underground at Hobbs End find a strange object. It's first mistaken as an unexploded Nazi bomb. Called to investigate. Alien Nation. This sounds like an interesting movie, but I don't think it is that. What year was it made? It's a film. What year was it made? Quarterman in the Pit. It's a Hammer Film Productions. It was made in 1967. And in a budget of £275,000. Nobody was getting rich off of those things. Or maybe they were getting rich at the time. Possibly it was. I have to be on my best behavior. When are you crossing the pond and gracing Ant Towers again, Russ? Yeah, there's ants in my flat. So you know it. So you think, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. No, it's Lewis Schaffer. How many times do I have to tell you? Quartermass. Okay, Alan Williams, sorry about that quartermass. I'm trying to do both things. I'm trying to find out the information. I'm Googling the thing, and I'm trying to talk to you guys. I'm trying to make... I don't know. It's not that easy to do this. So what did you say, Carrie, again? You said the Outpost? It wasn't the Outpost. It wasn't the Outpost. What I recommend everybody do is they go to their local Specsavers or Boots, and you pay your 10 to 25 pounds, and you get your eyes scanned, your OCT scanned. That's what I think. I mean, it's just I'm really tired. I didn't sleep enough last night at all. I didn't sleep enough. I mean, I'm doing this film tomorrow. I don't even know what the film is. Into the Pit. Testament. Is that another film? Into the Pit. The fact that they've done dozens and dozens of these films, I don't know. When I asked the question, I thought to myself, you people are going to know this. You're going to know this, but how could you know? This is 70-year-old films. 70-year-old films. 70-year-old films. Alan Williams saying hello to Russ. Lewis Schaffer loves Russ Maneve. I love Russ Maneve. He's a really good guy. He's one of those good guys. You know what I mean? People like him. The thing that Russ does that's amazing. I shouldn't talk about him while he's here because it's like a bit embarrassing. But he like smiles at people. He's always so happy. He's happy to see people. He's not like me. He's not like scowling. I'm scowling all the time. I'm like, like that. And so people think, oh, I don't like you. No, I'm like in my own world. I mean, I wish I was like that. I wish and I'm trying to be that way. I'm trying to look at Joe and go, I'm not trying to. I do. But I'm saying to myself, let her know that I love you. I love her. Joodles. That's what I want to be like. I want to be like that way. They literally made about 6 films a year for Hammer House for about 20 years. That's 120 films. That's a lot of films. Kate Quinn says this. Testament was a massive thrash band in the 1980s. They had some cracking riffs. Testament. Never heard of that. You can learn, young grasshopper. I'll learn after Russ. Yeah, I'm learning at this age. I'm learning just to smile at people a bit more. But people always say that to me. They call me, I'm a miserablist. I think when things are bad, when things are good, they're going to get bad. And when things are bad, they're going to get worse. They're going to get worse. That's what I think. Who are you laughing at? You Judels is laughing at Russ, maybe. Laughing with Russ, not at Russ. He just tried to smile at a lady in the park a few weeks ago and failed miserably. Yeah, and now you can't really smile at them, you know? You gotta, I mean, the thing is that, like I was making the film Judels yesterday, 2 days ago, and there were all these pretty women there, pretty women, and it would be awkward for me to smile at them. And I talked to one of the women there, and then she made a complaint about me because I was talking to her. This happened to me on GB News. One of the women there made a complaint to me or to somebody that I was, you know what I mean? And it was like because I was talking. This is what I've learned. We're not going into this area. We could talk films all night. Haven't discussed Ursula Andress in She yet. Ruthless. I have never even heard of that Ursula Andress in She. She was so beautiful, Ursula Andress. Ursula Andress in She. 1965 film. She was so, oh my God, what kind of film was it? But she didn't speak. Peter Cushing is how. This is after, isn't this after? Oh my God, she was so beautiful. She was so beautiful. She was really, really beautiful. Here is the film. You close the door. Here is the film. She, 1965. Is a British fantasy adventure films. Based on the 1887 novel. It was directed by Robert Day, Peter Cushing, Bernard Cribbins, John Richardson, Christopher Lee. The film was an international success. And the film made, its budget was £300,000, and it made 1.7 million in the United States and Canada, plus 200,000. I never even heard of this in France. 300,000, 1.3 million in Spain. So it made like so much money. She who waits, she who must be obeyed, is beautiful immortal king who believes that Leo, that's so amazing. She doesn't speak though. She's just beautiful. She is just beautiful. It's been filmed in 1908, 1911, 1916, 1917, 1925, 1935. That is just, it lacks style. It says it isn't even good at it, except it's in color. They said it wasn't that good. The African easily matched. There's also much to enjoy. Okay. And there was another movie, She, was made in 1984, starring nobody who's famous. And that did not, let's see, did that make any money? We don't, that's from Italy. There you go. It's a free book. That's the thing. It's a free book. Women used to see Lewis in the park and they hit 911 on their phones and suspiciously wait. What does that mean? 911 or 91 and suspiciously wait? It's 99 here. No, it's 999. Women see Lewis in the park. It's 99 here. We haven't found the film yet, Jana. We're still looking for it. It's probably one of the films here, and I didn't have a chance to, if I watch, it's in the first couple of minutes of the movie, so I could probably watch all those movies and like fall in love with them like I'm a real film person. Brave New World. I've got 1984. I found that on the street. Lewis, I saw it as a kid. Stuck with me forever. They hit 99 in weight. What do they mean? They want me to come by. What does that mean? They want me. What is the name of the film again, Joe? Please tell me the name of the film. I bet it's a Hammer horror film. I bet it is. What? Tell me again what the name of the film is. What's going on, Russ, in New York? How is the weather in my hometown? Which I haven't called my hometown in a long time. You must watch it. It's amazing. All the countries that never allowed to see metal. That's Testament. It's the curse of the mummy's tomb. The the curse of the mummy's tomb. Opening scene. But it was in black and white. That's the thing about the film. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb is in color. It was in and it took place in London, where I was there. It was in London. It was in London. Oh, he suggested call the police. Oh my God, I used to have a fantastic sense of humor. Well, maybe I didn't. I used to understand jokes. I used to think, oh, that's funny. I wish I could say something as funny as that. Yeah, that people are worried. They're worried about me. Because they think I've got evil intent, and I have a little bit of evil intent. I am a bit evil. Not completely evil, but I am a little bit evil. But thank you very much, Kermit, for suggesting that, for saying that. That's funny. Uh, yes, do share. So I don't think it's that movie because it was a black and white movie. My uncle used to see Maiden. Now we're talking about punk bands at the Ruskin Arms pub when Paul Diano sang with them in the really early days. Lewis, oh, She. I Googled She, but that's not what the film that I'm interested in, but it could be interesting. I'll write it down. I'll write down the thing. I've got my clipboard here. I'll write down the film. The film is She. It's a really good film. Yes, everybody join on the Discord. Thank you, Kermit, for that. Join on Discord and speak to us later. I mean, this stream has disintegrated into just films, whatever, for this thing. Oh my God, says Kate Quinn. The first two albums are fantastic. Paul Diano's voice was brilliant for the band then. Such a history there. Thanks for stating that. I was gutted when Paul died. Paul Diano. Let's look up Paul Diano. Paul Diano. Testament. I mean, there are lots of famous bands who never made it in America, and there are probably a few American bands that never made it here. Lewis, she is immortal and she wants her lover to go into immortality with her as she has found him as with her as she has found him centuries later. Kind of a love story. Well, I mean, I would love to have Ursula Andress in love with me. I think she's German. Is she German? Or was she Swedish? Was she German or was she Sweden? Ursula Andress. Swiss actress. Oh my God. Look at her. Oh, that's her when she was older. Beautiful. Beautiful. But she was so look at her, look at that look that she had. Can you see the look that Ursula Andress had? Can you see that? Mm, mm. She had a supporting role in What's New, Pussycat? Huge hit. She went to France. She in Italy. George Papard. Yeah, so she's a Swiss actress. She was born in Ostermundigen, is a municipality in the Bern. She was in Doctor No. Oh my God, was she in Doctor No? She was Doctor No. She was that film. Do you know that film? Do you know Ursula Andress, producer?
Who's that?
An unbelievably beautiful woman actress back in the day.
How long has she been dead for?
She is not dead, I don't think. Yes, no, no, she's still alive. She's 90 years old, 89 years old. She was married to John Derek. Can you believe, John Derek? He was married to Bo Derek. That was the partners. But she used to hang out with lots of guys. She was married, John Derek in the early days. He was like a movie actor who became like a Svengali. A Svengali, his parent, 1926. Is he dead? No, he died in 1998. He was 71 years old. He was a year older than my dad. What did he do for a living? He was just a good-looking guy. And he lived in Hollywood, so they always had an advantage there. He was a director, but his personal life is even more. Is even bigger. Okay, fantastic. Lewis, it is not disintegrated. It is fabulous. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. It always feels, because it's when I'm thinking about myself. I'm thinking,
That's rare.
It's rare. I said the show when I'm thinking about myself, it disintegrates. And then the producer, my son, laughed at that. Do you think I'm very self-centered? He's laughing. I'm not going to ask him any questions. Judas laughs too. Kate Quinn, I think he had his troubles, but he was raw. He was raw with Paul Di'Anno, was the singer on Iron Maiden's first 2 albums. And then what happened to him? I mean, I have a friend who likes heavy metal music, but I'm not sure that I do. Okay, everybody, let's say thank you to everybody. Couldn't we write on the bottom here who we want to say thank you to for being in here? Saying, like, I'll say thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Every time I see you, I'm smiling and happy. Okay? So everybody, say thank you to somebody. We're going to have prayers. We're going to have a prayer. I don't know what we're going to pray to. I like to have a prayer. I think it's a great way to end the show. I don't know of any live streamers that end shows with prayer, so this is a unique proposition, Joodles. Let us pray. We're going to pray. Also, what do we want to pray for? What do we want to pray for, everybody? Best known for that sea bikini in Dr. No. Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was Coconut Tree Song. Don't know that. Maybe I do. Thank you, Russ Maneve, for patiently waiting to be seen by you. There's a reason no streamers end on prayers to God they don't believe in. Lots of people. Yeah. I'm doing it as an act of rebellion. I want a prayer. It's very calming. It helps us focus what we're doing in life. We're in very tough times, Joodles, and I think a prayer is a way for us to sort of take some power, maybe give some power, maybe deal with a bad situation, maybe to appreciate the good things in our life. We need to thank God for the good things. So what would you say? We should pray for? Lewis, note for not being self-centered. Read your emails. Okay, I'll have to read my emails. I've been so depressed. But thank you, 6 badges, for coming, and Carrie B for the big help there, and Kermit for every time. Huge help, Kermit. John Miller. Brilliant. Joe, of course. Ron Smith, did I say thank you? Vatanai, love it. Sean Jones, who is Sean Jones? Sean Jones was here. I didn't even say hello to him. I didn't see the name. Sean Jones. Hey, hey Claire. Good to see you again, Sean Jones. Yeah, let's see. We need to be prepared for hard times, says Claire. Yes, we do. And a prayer is a good way. You know, we're about to fight a battle. It's like a form of meditation. It's a form of focusing. It's a form of preparation. Russ, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for coming in. It's a bit awkward when you're here, but it's brilliant. Alan Williams, it's not awkward. It's brilliant. Alan Williams, every time I see him, I smile. Joodles loves Alan Williams. Joodles, thank you, Joodles. There we go. There we go. It's all good. Russ, more jokes. Round of applause to Russ. Anybody? Are you writing down? I'm not seeing the end of the stream, so I don't know if you're writing down any of the dreams things. Any of the dreams. Janet, love you, Janet. Love you, love you, love you. Love you long time, Lewis Schaffer. Love you long time. There we go. Kate Quinn. Thank you, Kate Quinn. Talking about the music, which I appreciate. So there we go. Let's see what we've got here at the bottom here. Donna Aylesbury's here, just struggling, trying to get to the 5 o'clock. What's the 5 o'clock? Is that the train? We're now at 6:30. Is that a bus? The 5 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to do my own prayer. You're going to say, oh, you're always praying about this because you haven't given me any suggestions. It's not good practice to pray to something you don't believe in or rebellion. You do it out of gratitude, but again, feel free to express yourself. I believe in God? I would say I have a belief in God. I do believe in God. Every time I do this, I feel like God is watching me. So that is a belief. That's a belief. Is it not a belief? It is a belief. If you're sitting there saying, I don't believe in God, and you're looking up there, you're looking somewhere, and you think if you say this, you're going to get screwed. So maybe I do believe in God. Also, I believe in Velikovsky. Joodles loves me the most, Russ. Okay, she does. She does. Does she? I don't know. Do you? Who do you love the most, Joodles? Russ or Alan? Or me? Our Father who art in heaven, says, hallowed be his name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Okay? Thank you, Alfie. Less effacing. Am I self-effacing? My son thinks I'm a total egomaniac. Love you, God. I'm an egomaniac. Anyway, Alan Williams. I think the 5 o'clock might be this show. Yes, that's this show. It's the 5 o'clock. It's the 5 o'clock show. I'm not gonna do the 10:30 show because I got to wake up tomorrow early in the morning. I got to be there at 5:30 in the morning, which means I got to leave here at 3. It takes an hour. I mean, maybe I don't have to be perfectly on time, but you should always be on time. Anyway, so let's read that again. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom will come. We are in thy kingdom. Thy will be done. You're in control of everything that we're doing. Here on earth as in heaven. The whole world is your control. We are worried. We are worried because deeply, chronically, we believe in you. We believe in your power. Okay? We believe that you control our lives, that you've created us, and we are afraid because we have not given you the attention that you need. Not that you need, but that we need. We need to pay more attention to you, our Lord. So we beseech you, we beg you, please forgive us for not loving you as much as we should. Amen. Is that good enough? What do you think about that? Amen. We want to love God more. Because God will look after us and God will protect us. Thank you, Carmen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye. I think this has been our best show ever. The best show. How can it not? Our best stream. You guys have been incredible. Joodles, amazing. Gnome Hunter, amazing. Janet. A body wrapped in badges or a mummy, I couldn't tell the difference, who is found at a bomb damaged site, and he's put on the back of a flatbed truck lorry. As he's driven down the streets of London, he starts to move. That's the film, Janet. Very scary. If you guys can think about it, if you find it, let me know. So we'll see you later. If I haven't said thank you to any of the people in this stream, I'm saying thank you now. Thank you. And I'm saying goodbye, and I'll speak to you later. Russ, I'll speak to you later. I'll speak to you all later. Okay? So I'm going to go to here, end stream. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, MC Scott. We'll see you tomorrow at 5.